Over 100 million gears are spinning over the roads in the transmissions of our automobiles.
Have you ever wondered what life was like in the 1960s? The 60s were full of distinct activities and trends that defined a generation. From the way people communicated to how they entertained themselves, the 1960s were truly unique. From manual cars to milk bars, we'll take a nostalgic trip down memory lane. In this video, we'll explore 20 funny and cute things from the 1960s that kids today will never understand.
The transmission is located right at the bottom of the gear shift lever.
Number 1. Manual transmission cars. In the 1960s, driving often meant using a manual transmission car. You had to shift gears yourself using a clutch pedal. This required coordination and skill as you balanced pressing the clutch with shifting the gear stick. Unlike today's automatic cars where the car does the shifting for you, driving a stick shift was a hands-on experience. Many remember the funny moments of learning to drive a stick, stalling at stoplights, jerking movements, and the panic of rolling backward on a hill were all part of the learning curve. Parents or older siblings often acted as patient or not-so-patient instructors. Getting the timing right was tricky, leading to many laughs and frustrations. Manual cars also created a bond between driver and vehicle, making each trip an adventure. Today's automatic cars, though convenient, miss out on this unique connection. From cars to smoke, let's see what else has changed.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky.
Number 2. Smoking sections. In the 1960s, smoking was a common sight in restaurants, airplanes, and other public places. Establishments had designated smoking sections where people could light up freely, and these areas were often separated from non-smoking sections by a mere sign. And the smoke didn't stay put. It spread, making the entire space smoky and filled with the smell of tobacco. Imagine being on a long flight with smoke wafting through the cabin, or eating dinner with a cloud of smoke hanging over your table. This was the reality back then. Today, smoking in public places like restaurants and airplanes is banned, creating a much cleaner and healthier environment. To shift to smoke-free policies has significantly improved air quality in public spaces. Kids today wouldn't even believe how different it was just a few decades ago.
Which makes it one of the easiest to process, to melt, cast.
Number 3. Lead paint. In the 1960s, lead-based paint was commonly used in homes and on toys. It was praised for its durability and vibrant colors. However, we now know that lead paint poses serious health risks, especially to children. Exposure can lead to causing developmental issues, learning disabilities, and various other health problems. Back then, very few people were aware of these dangers. It wasn't until the 1970s that the harmful effects became widely known, leading to a ban on lead-based paint in many countries. This significant change in regulations marked a crucial step in improving public health and safety standards. Today, strict guidelines ensure that paint and other household products are safe. Homes are tested for lead, and there are efforts to remove any remaining lead paint in older buildings. This progress shows how much safety standards have improved over the years. And now, it's time to shift to the world of pills.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me.
Number 4. Quaaludes. In the 1960s and 1970s, Quaaludes were incredibly popular. These sedative pills were initially prescribed to help with insomnia and anxiety. Known for their relaxing effects, they became a favorite recreational drug at parties and social gatherings. However, it wasn't all fun and games. Quaaludes were highly addictive and led to numerous health issues. Over time, the dangers became clear as stories emerged of misuse and dependency. People would often take them to unwind, but many ended up struggling with addiction. This led to the drug being banned in the 1980s. Today, Quaaludes are an antique of the past, with strict regulations preventing their use. The rise and fall of the drug serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding the risks associated with medication. Stay with us until the end of this list to find the most interesting fashion trend of the 1960s.
Flipper is really Lassie in a wet suit. Animal antics. Amusing reading this week in TV Guide.
Number 5. Printed TV Guide. In the 1960s, the printed TV guide was a staple in many households. This weekly magazine listed all the television programs and their schedules, and families eagerly awaited its arrival each week to plan their television viewing. They would flip through the pages, circling their favorite shows and discussing which ones to watch together. The TV guide was more than just a schedule, it was a ritual. Parents and children would gather around, debating over which programs to prioritize. Unlike today, where digital guides and streaming services offer instant access to shows, the TV guide requires planning and anticipation. Today's children can't fathom waiting an entire week to find out what's on TV. With digital guides and on-demand services, everything is just a click away. The TV guide is a charming reminder of a time when watching television was a family event. TV watching was serious business. Moving on to how we got our info.
I mean, hey, everybody knows this is the greatest encyclopedia in the world. Help me get a B+.
Number 6. Physical Encyclopedias. In the 1960s, physical encyclopedias were essential for research. These multi-volume sets were found in many homes and libraries, and each book was heavy and full of information on a vast array of topics. Students and curious minds would flip through these pages to find answers and to learn new things. The size and weight of these books were impressive. A complete set could take up an entire bookshelf. They were often beautifully bound, making them a significant part of home decor as well as a valuable resource. Today, with the internet and digital encyclopedias like Wikipedia, information is at our fingertips. We no longer need to lug around heavy books or search through multiple volumes. The convenience and accessibility of online resources have made physical encyclopedias nearly obsolete. Imagine research without the internet. Next, we're jumping into fashion.
Poodle skirt was born. Once a staple at sock hops, the flowing fashion trend.
Number 7. Poodle skirts. In the 1950s and 1960s, poodle skirts were a fashion favorite. These full swing skirts were typically made of felt and featured an applique of a poodle, hence the name. They were often worn with a cinched waist and a crinoline petticoat underneath to give them extra flair. Girls and young women would style these skirts with saddle shoes, ankle socks, and tight sweaters. The poodle skirt was not just a piece of clothing, it was a statement of style and fun. Dancing in a poodle skirt at a sock hop was an iconic image of the era. Today's fashion trends are much more varied and less uniform. While we might see nods to vintage styles, the specific charm of the poodle skirt is a delightful memory of a bygone era. Fashion was fabulous back then, but what about the way that we called each other?
I'd like to talk over with you our job of taking care of our party line customers.
Number 8. Party lines. In the 1960s, party lines were common in many neighborhoods. Multiple households shared a single telephone line, meaning you often had to wait your turn to make a call. Picking up the phone to hear a neighbor's conversation was a frequent occurrence, and privacy was limited. You'd sometimes have to ask politely if you could use the line, leading to interesting and sometimes awkward exchanges. Listening in on conversations was a tempting and often unavoidable part of life with party lines. Today, each household has its private phone line, making shared lines a thing of the past. With the advent of mobile phones and personal devices, the idea of sharing a phone line seems almost unimaginable. Shared phone lines sound strange? Well, wait until you hear about the most interesting thing, the last one on our list.
Customers would pull up, order, and eat right from the comfort of their own cars.
Number 9. Diners with car hops. In the 1960s, diners with car hops were all the rage. Car hops were servers who brought food directly to your car, often on roller skates. It was a fun and novel way to dine, adding a touch of flair to the eating experience. You'd pull up, place your order, and wait as the car hop glided out with your food on a tray that then clipped to your car's window. This service was not only convenient, but also a social event. People loved the lively atmosphere and the friendly skating servers. Today, drive-thru service has largely replaced car hops, and while still convenient, modern drive-thrus lack the personal touch and charm of the old car hop diners. Roller skates and burgers? Well, up next, we'll talk about some serious drills.
Right at this moment, every major city in the United States is within reach of Russian bombers.
Number 10. Atomic bomb drills. In the 1960s, atomic bomb drills were a regular part of school life. These drills were designed to prepare students for potential nuclear attacks during the Cold War. One common exercise was duck and cover, where students would quickly duck under their desks and cover their heads. The fear of a nuclear attack was very real, and these drills were a constant reminder of the tense political climate. Teachers and students took these exercises seriously, even though the actual effectiveness of such measures was debatable. Looking back, these drills highlight the anxiety and uncertainty of the era. Today, children participate in fire drills and lockdown drills, but the specific fear of an atomic bomb is a thing of the past. Up next, the art of typing on typewriters.
Good typists are always in demand, and so are typewriters, an English invention in the reign of Queen Anne.
Number 11. Manual typing classes. In the 1960s, learning to type meant using a typewriter. Typing classes focused on accuracy and speed, with students practicing on large and clunky machines. The rhythmic clacking of keys filled the classroom as students worked to improve their typing skills. Typewriters require a lot of manual effort, each key press a physical action, and mistakes meant starting over or using correction tape. Typing tests were common, pushing students to reach higher speeds while maintaining precision. Today, typing classes are conducted on computers with software that offers instant feedback and corrections. The emphasis on speed and accuracy remains, but the tools have changed drastically. Modern keyboards are more user-friendly, and digital typing is far more forgiving. Typing was a skill to master. Now let's meet some legendary entertainers.
We're going to ask the audience, and we are going to join in applauding both orchestras here tonight.
Number 12. The Rat Pack. In the 1960s, the Rat Pack was a legendary group of entertainers led by Frank Sinatra. This iconic crew included Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. They were famous for their charismatic performances, often gracing the stages of Las Vegas. Their shows were a mixture of music, comedy, and friendship, creating an unforgettable experience for audiences alike. The Rat Pack's influence extended well beyond the stage. They epitomized cool and sophistication, setting trends in fashion and lifestyle. Their offstage antics and friendships were as famous as their performances, which only added to their mystique. Today's entertainment groups often focus on polished performances and digital engagement. While modern stars have massive followings on social media, the Rat Pack's allure was their live and in-person charm and the palpable chemistry between them. Cool cats and hot tunes. But have you ever tried a drive-in movie?
People park their cars on the grounds of Park-In Theaters, the first ever drive-in movie theater.
Number 13. Drive-in movies. In the 1960s, drive-in movies offered a unique way to enjoy films. Unlike traditional movie theaters, these venues allowed you to pick up snacks and concessions without leaving your car. You'd place your order, and friendly attendants would bring your popcorn, candy, and drinks right to your window. The experience was convenient and added to the excitement of a night out at the movies. Families and couples could relax in their vehicles, enjoy their treats, and watch the latest films under the stars. Today's drive-thru services are more about fast food than entertainment, and while you can still grab a quick meal from your car, the charm of drive-in movies has mostly faded, replaced by modern theaters and streaming services at home. Enjoying the ride? We'll keep watching to find out about the unique fashion trend that will surprise you at the end.
But they cater to new-fashioned, slender people who prefer lighter food and drink. Pepsi, please.
Number 14. Soda fountains. In the 1960s, soda fountains were a staple in pharmacies and diners. These dispensers mixed up carbonated water with flavored syrups, creating a variety of fizzy drinks. People loved to gather around soda fountains for a refreshing treat and to socialize. It was a popular hangout spot for teenagers and families alike. This experience was more than just getting a drink, though. It was about the camaraderie and the fun of trying different flavors. Soda jerks, the attendants, would often become local celebrities, known for their skills and their friendly service. Today, modern soda dispensers are found in fast food restaurants and convenience stores, and while they offer a wide range of beverages, the social aspect and charm of the old soda fountains are largely missing. The sense of community and interaction has been replaced by quick and self-service options. Sweet treats and bubbly drinks, it's time to hear about those warning sirens.
a hamburger, pork sandwich, something like this, and then dinner.
Number 15. Civil Defense Sirens. In the 1960s, civil defense sirens were a common part of life. These loud sirens were used to warn the public of emergencies, such as potential air raids or even severe weather. Regular testing ensured that they were in working order, and the sound would be unmistakable, a loud wailing noise that could be heard for miles. People knew exactly what to do when they heard these sirens: take cover and prepare for the worst. The fear of nuclear attacks during the Cold War made these drills a necessary precaution. Today, emergency alert systems are more advanced and widespread. We receive warnings through smartphones, television, and radios, and old sirens are still in use in some areas, but they've largely been supplemented by digital alerts that provide more information and can reach people wherever they are. Time to move on to something sweeter.
The Milky Bars are on me.
Number 16. Milk bars. In the 1960s, milk bars were the go-to spots for teenagers looking for a treat. These establishments specialized in milkshakes, ice cream sundaes, and other dairy delights. They were popular hangout spots where friends gathered to enjoy a sweet treat and to socialize. Milk bars had a charming, nostalgic vibe, with jukeboxes playing the latest hits and friendly servers behind the counter. It was a more simple time when a milkshake shared with friends could make for the perfect afternoon. Today's dessert shops offer a wide variety of treats, from frozen yogurt to gourmet cupcakes. And while modern shops may be trendy and diverse, they lack the nostalgic charm of the classic milk bar. Now let's heat up with TV dinners.
Oh no. But what's for dinner?
Let's see. We've got fried chicken.
Number 17. TV dinners. In the 1960s, TV dinners were a revolutionary convenience. These prepackaged frozen meals allowed families to enjoy a hot meal with minimal preparation. Typically, a TV dinner included an entree, vegetables, and a dessert, all neatly divided in a foil tray. TV dinners became popular because they were quick and easy, perfect for busy households. They were often enjoyed in front of the television, making dinner time entertaining and hassle-free. Today's ready-to-eat meals are more varied and healthy, modern options including a wide range of cuisines and dietary choices, often with fresher ingredients. While the convenience remains, the quality and nutritional value have significantly improved. From dinners to data, it's time to talk about computers.
That is the fundamental architecture for all computers today.
Number 18. Mainframe computers. In the 1960s, mainframe computers were massive, expensive machines housed in dedicated rooms. They required significant space, power, and cooling systems to operate. These computers were used by large organizations for critical applications, processing vast amounts of data with remarkable speed for their time. Operating a mainframe was complex, often requiring a team of specialists. Punch cards and magnetic tape were common for input and storage, making data handling a labor-intensive process. Today's personal computers and smartphones are exponentially more powerful and user-friendly. They fit in our homes and our pockets, making computing accessible to everyone. The evolution from room-sized machines to handheld devices is a testament to technological progress. Massive machines to pocket devices? Let's see how the news got delivered. Number 19. Paperboy. In the 1960s, paperboys were a familiar sight in neighborhoods. These children delivered newspapers on bicycles, tossing papers onto front porches with skill. It was a common after-school job, providing many children with their first taste of responsibility and a little bit of pocket money. Riding through the streets early in the morning or after school, paperboys became a staple of daily life. They knew their routes well and built relationships with their customers. Today, the role of the paperboy has mostly disappeared. Digital news delivery is taken over, with people getting their news online through websites and apps. The tradition of the daily newspaper is fading, replaced by instant digital updates. Now it's time to discuss the last and most interesting thing on our list: unique fashion.
Today I'm going to show you how I do this 1940s half-poodle hairstyle.
Number 20. Bobby socks and poodle hairdos. In the 1960s, bobby socks and poodle hairdos were all the rage amongst teenage girls. Bobby socks were short, wide ankle socks, often worn with saddle shoes. These socks were a fashion statement paired with skirts and dresses. Poodle hairdos involved teasing the hair into a high and voluminous style, often finished with a ponytail or a headband. This hairstyle required a lot of hairspray and effort, but was well worth it for the stylish look. Today's fashion trends are much more diverse and less uniform. While some retro styles make comebacks, the specific charm of bobby socks and poodle hairdos is a nostalgic memory of a unique era. The 1960s were surely a unique and vibrant time, filled with unforgettable moments and trends that shaped a generation. These memories remind us of how much life has changed over the decades. Cherish these nostalgic glimpses into the past and appreciate the more simple times that paved the way for today's innovations. I hope you enjoyed this nostalgic trip. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.